How can mere man conceive the gear? He hasn't got a womb. My name is Fen, and this is how you talk funny in a Let's Play. You bobble your head around. Surely, this is the Son of God. Surely one cannot possibly feel so very strongly one certain way enough that one wants to enter that one particular room with a spinning fan blade and serenity and be told what one's sin is, but at the same time end up feeling humiliatedly embarrassed that one has said something to later. Boy, my story of my life. Hello. It's the story of my life, the word hello. I know you might think it contains the word hell, so it can't possibly be a story, because no story is allowed to have the word hell. It's illegal. Illegal, not illegal, as you might expect if you were an ill MC. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I can't believe this crap, you guys. Seriously, what am I even gonna do? What am I doing with my life, little boy? My neck is as stiff as a frickin' bolt pole. That's right, a bolt pole, and ever onwards I am being paraded downwards to this deck, and I don't know if I should go down here yet, is the thing. Because reasons, I might have to go down there twice if I do that. Oh, the pain. Oh, you saw a body, did you? Good for you. Kill me. It's my fantasy, you see. Every day, I go, boy howdy. Sure would be great to be dead. Well, you haven't got a helmet, so good for me. Oh.
Hey, you over there, don't move.
Wow, a loud voice? What the hell? Why did I do that? Because if I was dead, I could walk around like... Also, I wouldn't have a neck. And then I could ask the builder or the trickster, if I'm blue and cute, what the meaning of life is and why every day when I wake up I feel like eating breakfast. Wow. I am a skirtman. I like to wear skirts and skirt around topics. How's it go? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, you can go around here too, by the way, just in case you don't know, there's yet another evil doom trapdoor of doom. I mean, I get the bad feeling like I'm gonna be walked in on if I jack my car jack up in this spot. I mean, I don't want to take a jack off of my car, do I? Oh, once you put it on, you just can't ever inform anyone that you're removing it. So, did those guys see this body, or... Oh. Saw that one. Look, buddy, boy. Look, and you will see.
Halt, murderer.
The sweet release of death. Not to be confused with taking pain meds like someone who only pretends to be a scientist. If I see anybody confused, whoa, there'll be chaos in the streets tonight, fools. God, what the fuck are you doing? Go through the fucking door, shithead. Piss. Unmentionable body part. Do things to her.
Something over there.
On a door, the gods have left me in this world of unbelief. They gave me this life, then hung me as a thief. You get the general idea? So it's a beautiful morning with some sort of pretend snow going on here. And if I pretend hard enough, I can wait.
Something moves.
Will you stop coming down here every time I walk on this?
Escape the Lord's sight.
Yeah, weren't you totally different?
You, killer, hold thy...
Oh, you like singing? Fuck you! I'm gonna regret doing this video very much later on. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You are a tough nut to crack there, buddy. You'd better keep up the act by putting on a black hoodie, or I'm going to arrest you and murder your face. That was a joke. I do not condone the murdering of people's faces in real life, just in case you were wondering and thought maybe I should arrest this psychosis guy using citizen's arrest of making handcuffs out of tree leaves. Yeah, that's right, tree leaves. Most dangerous kind of all, especially if they're poison ivy, but that kind of ruins the joke because it's not surreal anymore now, is it? Maybe he went through there, didn't he? Oh man, realism. What are you talking about? Never mind that. Spent far too long sitting around quietly in my hobbit hole.
What's that over there?
Nothing. Sit back down and crush your own back, you utter piece of It's but who's counting? Turn a rock, you'll find us. Our trains go to the off-key. Bubble red your images of our sins. They say we're evil and the flames will make us well. But no one should be made to suffer eternity in hell. And well, cough was also a joke. Oh, are we to the... Oh, yeah, awesome. Frickin' Arctic polar winds or just a well-shaped video screen. I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about this. Oh yeah, we're to this, where you hit the switch and you get zapped sometimes if you're close. I think it's if you're close. Only, I don't know.
Have you heard news from the expedition? No, sir. No more men have returned. Then I can only hope that they find their way with God's speed. Aye, may God guard their souls.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
That's how you end conversation. You're all moderately bereft of God. I tell you, soon as I find out, they're gonna be moderately. So anyways, what you do is you turn the lights off. That's what you do, and I guess you don't stand near them either. One of them breaks. Oh, it's just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. Probably. I don't think so, buddy. You're not allowed to express that sort of amorousness in this house. Well, you look like a captain, or at least some guy from the Matrix, but you got the colors wrong. You can't shoot up a school with a coat of that sort. That's a brown coat. That's an honorable type person. You're trying to be dishonorable in the wrong way. What a fool. What a fool. Get ready for the cut. Shh, it wasn't necessary. I didn't say that. Honestly, you gotta pay more attention to what I'm saying here. Remarkable, remarkable. With every day that passes, it becomes clearer and yet clearer that these magnetic readings will indeed permit the proper calibration of the compass, and thereby, with one stroke, abolish the polar distortion. No more will one who sails along the northern latitudes find himself leagues off course by fault of this diabolic interference. And yet, I find it difficult to muster the excitement which this finding is due. The Meteorological Society, will it ever receive word? Do I work in vain? My hands are cold, and I find it difficult to write.
That's it. You've had
I will
it
let
now.
my quill any way you slice it. You still get a pair of dice. Throw them, and it constitutes gambling. Just throwing them. So if you see your kids grab a hold of a pair of dice, your toddler scrouching about with big, ginormous black eyeballs. What are you doing? Making an attempt to throw dice? Well, you better stab his face out. 'Cause I do not condone stabbing your cute foal's face out here. Honestly, I know that some may find it really surprising that
over there?
that I don't mean such a thing, because after all, we all remember the tragedy that happened when Eminem came out with his first album, and then everyone in the entire world was brutally stabbed with words and died. And that's how Carmen Miranda got her hat. Cuckoo! I think. Whoa! Thinking resulted in me getting money? I don't understand. What is, seriously wrong with you? Door stander? Oh, nothing. Good. I see that you
Wasn't that on before?
realize that you can change your mind
Why do they want me?
about there being a problem.
That's what you're getting at now. I've got.
Well, whatever you got never got to get got. Pity. Pity. Pity is something that you can use to end up not being screwed over at the last minute when you go to chuck a ring down a fountain. Not a mountain, a fountain. Don't be the most ridiculous moron to ever live. Oh, I'm sorry, I used that internet word, moron. Moron is the new retard. People don't say that because, you know, they say moron instead because it's quote-unquote kinder and friendlier somehow. That was a joke, by the way, and a snarkastic one as well. Oh, people that want to say irritatingly cruel-minded things to people will say irritatingly cruel-minded things to people, I'm sure. But that's as maybe. It's still a frog. You may notice I didn't still ever go down those trapdoors. Well, that's because who the hell wants to do that? They just kind of open and close in an extremely quick manner, like... Pun! That's not real. It's not real. Just like ghosts. Although, I'm not gonna be able to take you out, am I? Well then. Fortunately, ghosts have just been proven to exist. I read it in People Science magazine. That's when People magazine combined with Lying Tabloids Incorporated to form People Science, which was determined to be
Is that you?
a much more marketable name, interestingly enough. I mean, the weird idea behind Lying Turds Incorporated, or whatever I just said, was that people will buy obvious lying
Nothing now.
tabloid rags, even though it's unbelievably obvious they're bullshit. And they figured by making it even more obvious they're bullshit, that perhaps they would be even more marketable. But sadly, things did not work out that way because logic tends to troll you. You think you know how to do something, but you just don't. Nemo, my name forevermore. Now, this guy, I mean, he's alerted and he's a hammer and like a great old warrior, or a great young warrior, possibly. But he doesn't seem to have a helmet, although he does have a pajama on his head. An entire pajama. It's not even the sexy kind.
That's something over there.
Oh, he does have a neck protector, though, so I'm just gonna try hitting him right on from the back in the usual way. If that doesn't work, I will cry myself to sleep and explode my head. Okay. The idea of head explosion is quite the comfort when one is uncomfortable. What did I say I was gonna do, Fen? What did I say? You think this guy does not want to make himself convenient towards my feminine wiles over here? Unlike in my previous older videos, however, I'm not going to say anything about feminine wiles other than the phrase, because it's annoying. And why did I do it? Ah. Good. Alrighty then. Well, that done. I guess I'll use some even cooler ye olde English. Yeah, I think if you stand close you get zapped. I don't know. Maybe if you telekinesis your arms. Oh yeah, this is just down here. I should probably put this dude somewhere though. If you telekinesis your arms out far enough, you don't get zapped. I don't know how it works, you guys. Seriously. Oh, I don't know how it works. So that's this. So it's like, never mind the buzzcocks. Let's go upstairs. Unnecessary.
What did I see there?
What? Oh, yeah. This floor. By the way, you guys, this is a floor that you might want to... Jesus Christ, think about avoiding... Ugh.
Well, I don't see anything now.
Or one could exercise. Of course, one wants to go outside to do that. One can't really do that. Nerve. Oh boy, it sure is wiggly. Stuck here with motion. One should instead get some sort of indoor exercise bike. Or, you know, walk in and commandeer an entire warm temperatured yoga room and take all the yoga people out of it, just kick them out the window in a cartoonish fashion with sound effects like whee-oo, 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 and so forth, and slap a car in there. Obviously, one that runs on diesel instead of gasoline, so it can be super clean in the indoor area, and just kind of drive all day long in the room, possibly hitting a wall, bumping it a bit, but that's okay because I own the room and I can smash the walls if I want. Offspring, God, God, I mean, hello. Yes, hello, God. I'm talking to you using human speech. This guy,
What made that sound?
he's a thing, that's for sure. But that's okay, because we're on difficult. Why is this room flickering? This room, it's not even openable. Oh shit.
What made that sound?
My questions are left to the birds.
What made that sound?
I don't know what's wrong with birds that people say that crappy things are for the birds. I mean, if they got jobs, have lilies got jobs, well, they do fine because they're
That's
not
an old
humans, but
voice.
humans need jobs to live. That's why I don't have one. Oh, what? Shoot. Yeah. Absolutely no tolerance for the likes of you. Zero tolerance. It's funny because the first time I heard words were in weird places. The first time I heard the word wound, I thought that it was an onomatopoeia for that sound in Zelda when you hit a boss. Wow. I thought it was wound. Like, because you wound a boss by going wow, and it's wounded. The first time I heard the word equalizer was that old TV show where he's like, I'm going to defuse this bomb. And then the woman's like, I'm a panicky freaking out woman because I'm a woman and I freak out. Oh, wait a minute, I said I wasn't going to say that. Cut! He said cut the red one! He lied. And then a car blew up for some reason. I don't know, you gotta have cars blowing up, don't you? It's part of equalization. You just can't
I'll just have to leave it.
get rid of it. Look at that amazing...
What was that?
Look at that! It looks like BC Ferris. Okay, here's a BC Ferris joke, okay? Okay, here we go. What happened to the Pacificats, right? They were superseded. Anyway. Looks like one can eventually learn to have a sense of humor. After all. Good, yeah, this is amazing. Wind. I don't know if we're actually stuck in the ice. There seems to be 2 ships here. It's a little confusing to me who doesn't know how to do basic trigonometry. Actually, trigonometry is easy. You just sin and coss all over your god and
Not my problem.
he spits you out a circle. That's how it works. Easy. Please give me a programming job now. Except not because ASP.NET. Design patterns starting with model view.
What was that? You're dumb.
Code behind, code behind, code behind. That's what I always say. Yee frickin' haw. Also, where the hell is that line from where Applejack goes, honestly, Twilight? I don't think I understand the question. I tried to look it up and it's not from the show. Where could it possibly be? My little investigations. FIW. Who knows? This guy's red. He's got a key. I like your state of dress there, sir. Very attractive. I would wear you and your entire body to a ball. You can't see me, but I'm being creepy. I know it's hard to believe, but you know, you're just gonna have to accept it. It has been validated right alongside that ghost thing in People Supreme magazine. Unfortunately, they had to post a retraction. The science was slightly wrong. The gist of the finding that ghosts were real was correct, but the only snag is they were inside the Pac-Man video game arcade cabinet. And when they let them out, they sort of ran screaming around the room for a few minutes and then dissipated into the air, so there's no proof of their existence. Unfortunate, I know. Captain Sliptip. The time has come then. Never have I heard of a ship that could stay afloat with more than half its underbelly flooded with water, and that is already now where we are at. Gee, measures are in place. Supplies were packed weeks ago, and any firewood that cannot be carried is to be spent now. The same, I should say, applies to my personal liquor, to the voluble disappointment of Father Bartholomew. That would be the least of my concerns now. Certainly no church out here, far as the eye can see, is there. Maybe this expedition would not have been necessary if the hull really had the strength to withstand the Arctic ice for the 2 years it would take to drift to the other side of the pole. Then we would have needed to stretch the supplies, either by procuring more rations out of thin air, or by reducing the need for rations. Now we will have more supplies than we can even carry. Still, it is better to have too many rations than too few. Better, then, to save some and succeed than to do otherwise and face bitter death. Damn it! What has overcome me, I of all people? If, should it come so far that we return to the capital in good health, then there will in all likelihood be an inquiry to see this logbook. It can't have something like this written in it. I already know now it will disappear during the arduous journey. No, even earlier than that. Now, just need to lie down after I finish that bottle. You can't see me, but I'm pretending to glug down a bottle. Oh, it's not an objective? Of course it isn't. Boy, howdy, I hope I didn't screw that thing up. Anyway. It is unfortunately becoming the time for sarcophaguses, also for going downstairs to a reasonably dreaded place, but first, a place that is not so dreaded, okay? We gotta put it off as long and as longly and lengthily as pos. Uh-oh.
I thought I did spy
there.
something.
Shoot. Shoot. It's my preferred swear word. It's my preferred swear word. Hopefully. Dang it!
Huh?
Oh, well. One bumbles around enough. I'm sure that... Uh-oh.
Noise.
One wakes up a person. Sad but true. I'm you. Also sad. Not true, however. Truthiness is optional. I must admit, that whole truthiness speech, I never quite understood precisely what the joke was meant to be. Honestly, Colbert in those days was having his shtick going where he would say one thing and mean the opposite because sarcastic humor by way of irony. But he was like, I hate books. They're all fact and no heart, so one could imply he meant the opposite. He doesn't like books that are heart and no facts. Does that mean that he disagrees with fiction? I don't know. It's a classic speech, but to me it was a little bit confusing. Very relevant. I'll even leave you there, you know, as a warning. I'm sure. Yeah. You'll wiggle and you'll waggle and you'll flibble-dee-dee. The captain has most definitely taken leave of his senses, so thick was his breath with the pungent scent of liquor at the officers' gathering this eve. I'm in fact astounded that I did not in that very moment push back my chair and declare that I shall not partake in any of this. For let this be assured, if it should be found that this was part of a general habit, and it could thus be assumed that the decision to send servants of the Lord into the ice wastes was tainted by liquor, I shall personally see to it that this man is brought before the tribunal, in which my wife offered a sexual service that was faster, tighter, certainly, and more streamed down than anyone else's wife, so no one really got in any trouble for it. Councillor Kenneth Wade, I hereby charge you with being a politician and doing nothing of a scandalous nature. Oh, dear good Lord, how could I be so blind? I guess I'll read this first. Commander Lothar the Lecherous, I found a crewman lurking up here when he had not the slightest business. Though he carried no identifier, he was later named by another crewman as Johann, a plain deckhand. To make matters worse, this Johann was designated as part of the expedition to seek out the HMS Enduring. He somehow escaped and found his way back on board. We cannot have this. If the order on this ship shows signs of breaking down, we must act with determination, or else it will be the beginning of the end. I thus recommend that Johann be imprisoned down below on the bilge deck until our return to harbor in isolation. There is no saying what he was looking for up here, but he better not be in a position to spread rumors. A further concern, I should add, is that this man has been hired even though he cannot read a compass, let alone tie a knot that would hold anything but the lightest loads. This, combined with the irregularities I noticed in the recordings of his hiring, has led me to believe that money has changed hands. I will personally ensure that this has consequences if you should find it appropriate to delegate this task to me. With the most respect, 2 Chains Lieutenant Alfred. Alrighty. Can't take it with me, but that's okay. Good. I was about to spew forth a very gentle word from my filthy sewer hole. Well, those are the reads. And those are the reads. Oh boy. Okay, well, it is now the time, almost, to get downstairs to the horrid part. But which off-camera I once again found rather stimulating. Excuse me while I change every article of clothing as I have stimulated all over my facial hairs. Oh! Really, when I start to not give a crap, I start to say really dumb things nobody wants to hear. But maybe somebody does, huh? Maybe people have been, like, watching me all this time, waiting, hoping upon hope for me to make disgusting references, and I finally am, and people are just like, which is a sound of utmost satisfaction, I'm sure. I think there's... Yep, I can hear some fool walking. He's foolish because he's walking. What have we here anyway, actually? But oh yeah, this is just the other way around here. So, okay, so yeah, somebody's oh, maybe it's down here. So, one of these is the best hole to go down among them. I don't remember which. Yeah. So apparently this was made easier in the update or something. I don't remember how that was supposed to have happened. But I think this could... Well, I mean, this isn't by shadow, but on the other hand, it's further along, so I'm not... Actually, you know what? Never mind that. Never mind that. Just forgot there was one over here. I think this theoretically should be the closest to where I need to go. I think Fatman here can in fact be knocked out. Whoa. Which... Yeah, because he totally looks like he can't be, but... Yeah, well. Yeah, actually, this... Maybe this shadow wasn't here in the previous version? Maybe this is what changed?
I'll need my own stomach.
Your own stomach. Well, I'll tell you. I'll give you this mostly eaten muffin. Oh man, opening doors, it gets rid of light. How could you possibly imagine physics behaving that way? Oh, cruel laws of physics of the universe. Can they really be cruel if they're just kind of sitting there without conscience nor mind? Probably not. I guess that really isn't as much of a question for the ages as I thought it was. Oh, well, wait a minute.
Is that something over there?
I'll do this as long as I need to! Yeah, for a minute I thought I was going the wrong direction. Oh. Please. Yes! Okay. Good. So that's finding Johann. There's a lantern right there. Just sitting around like a fool. I think this water's toxic or possibly just toxically cold. Either way, it's a bad idea to do a thing. Actually, Graham. If only Graham Graham, had been in Resident Evil 4 in place of Ashley, things would have been so much more erotic. It would have been like, "Oh, you pervert! Leon, help me!" And when carried away by a monk, he would be like, "This is far too silly, right? Zoom in on me!" And then it would zoom in on him, but he wouldn't be able to face the camera because he'd be being carried by a monk, so it all makes sense, you see. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. How could there be another ship in all this ice? It must be miles and miles and miles and miles and miles away, because no ship can get anywhere near as far as ours. We will die. The captain, the officers, they're all staying, I think. Tomorrow the expedition leaves, me lord. But I will return, and I already know how. I will find something, some proof that they're sending us to die. What's this guy's accent supposed to be, anyway? When I hold it in my hands, they can no longer hurt me, and we will punish them. Some proof that they're sending us to die. And if... Oh, bring in proof. Right. I got that proof. It's one of these. I guess it's the captain's slip-up. Slip-up sounds like proof to me. Come on here. Just hold it out in midair. Escape the grasp. 700 loot is optional. That's funny. Where's all the rest of the loot? I've only got 402. Or 12 if you want to be correct. So I could, yeah, I could... Oh. I could go in there, but... I don't know. I want to find the loot. It's not going to help me, but... Hey. Help is... Pardon me, fat man. Oh, Fat man had no part in it. Interesting. Did I just hear a Silent Hill siren there? Of course I did. What I said earlier must have been wrong. Alright, well, hey. That seems... Uh-oh. Much the heck easier. So there's stuff here. I mean, there's a potion, but is there loot? Oh, well, there's a readable. Good as loot to me. Not at all, but I'm a big fat stinking liar who wastes everybody's time and has no self-confidence. So, like, if you ever fancy a relation... I think I'm gonna cut that part out, in fact. No one will ever know. Let's just sneak into my house with a video camera and record that horrible confession that I just made. Horrible. Absolutely awful in the eyes of God what I just said there. It was just amazingly rotten. I can't even believe I would stoop to such a level of disrespect to say such a thing like that. And I said it, and I still can't believe it, so that's how you know that things are really getting severely awful. In this Let's Play, I mean, seriously, you guys, you won't even believe how bad it was. I mean, I just deserve all manner of manners. Wake 48, aft compartments, aft bulkhead. Sealant appears to hold since application air 2 days. Mechanics, I thought it said mechanist. 09 bulkhead, multiple breaches now below rising waterline. Crew on standby to isolate. 08 bulkhead, multiple breaches, waterline currently waist higher in 3 of 6. 07 bulkhead, at least one breach spillover held back by mast fittings. God give me strength! The jail in bulkhead 07 is in use, means he's down here again. The man gives me a sharp look whenever I enter, always as if I interrupted him in the middle of something, even though his task is but to keep watch over the prisoner. Mind you, I'll do there what I must and be done. Well... May God have mercy on my souls. Note that God and God are completely different things, much like ship and boat, but not bow and bow. Those are the same. Because a ship is the great and powerful Trixie mod, smooching included free with purchase of 5 or more, while a boat is an extremely sexual romance inappropriate for gangrene. Why am I here? Well, to get loot. I feel like I'm missing something large. Well, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. I'm sure I'm not. Let's just get the heck out of here. It's optional for a reason. And by it, I mean... can even pick at it through the door. Uh-oh.
She's sinking! All hands on deck! All hands on deck!
Okay, I finally get to walk around, but the ship sank. It's never to smooch any other boat again. Pity, I know. Instead of the figurehead, it has a great big ginormous pair of cartoon lips. But it's okay, because they're tasteful. In both ways to take the word, because get it, because, you know, take... Never mind, I think tongues taste, not lips, but we don't want to talk about the tongue there, because it could easily be despicked and used as ink to write your will. Because young or old, married or single, widowed or divorced, everyone needs a legal will. Because if you don't, the government can decide something, probably. The government making decisions, I don't know, it sounds like something wacky to me, but hey, this is Looney Tunes, so no problem. Also, yes, we're in, like, Green Crystal Deadland here, probably the land of the afterworlds or zombies or something. With crystals that make the sound that you would make if you tapped cutlery on them. Wow, look at that. Amazing. Also, caves could look a damn sight more realistic in the Dark Maw than they can in Thief. Although the Thief cave architecture is charming because it's so recognizable. Oh well, he did, probably. By God, am I lucky to find this cave. It's warmer here. I can even go with my feet into the water. I'm staying here a while. What was all that? The abyss, black as the death that ends all things. I read that description somewhere. I scraped my hand on one of the crystals. Curses! It was even worse than the cold biting wind. A piece broke off. It's become red. Away it goes. I have other matters to attend to. Angus, 1,000 curses on you. 1,000! When I've found a way out, I'll drag you right to this spot here. See what you think. Let the devil get you out of here. Would be just right. No more bread. Beans, then. What is that? It's not the crystal, no. It's like the sound of its own. Tinkling, tingling from the rocks. Not the crystal, the rock. What I would give, whatever I could think of, to walk down the ship's gangplank in newfound land, so vast and free. How'd I get out of that jail? I woke up because the cold got so bad, and there was no one. The door was all open. How? I know it now. The sound, it's coming from all around. Good for you, you've learned the basics of rhyming. Now to learn the second lesson, don't ever rhyme sound with a rock. Behind the walls, for they are walls, and that rock there, that's the door. And I know now that sound is not the sound of crystals or rocks, but golds and diamonds and rock boxes, sparkling and tinkling in the wabe. Narrowly avoided it there. No more time to lose. Writing. I'm being trialed, just how I feel a lot. Just as Sir Lucius when he met the Queen. I could or see how. No. Nothing to eat left. Must have been weeks already. When I put my feet in the gushing water, it helps the hunger. So fresh and clean. God, I'm starving. Surely there's not just gold and diamonds, but also feast after feast, laid out on banquet tables, far as the eye can see. Roast mutton, beef jerky. I'd be the luckiest. My last page. I can't fill it too much. Well then. There's Death himself. Wonder if he's scripted to look at the camera to show his face, or if it just relies on random turning, and it usually happens. Ah, my friend, you've returned, but I must return to my writings. Well. Oh. God be with me, they're all gone, surely, to this beast that I have unleashed on our home. I can't bear to think of it. I will recount what has come to pass for whoever may find these pages, in hopes that it may assist in vanquishing the dread terror that now stalks my halls. When my senses come back to me in my study, I was met with thick smoke, and I could hear agitated voices and windows being smashed all around. I rushed to the door, but I had locked it myself, and for the life of me could not find the key. It was a lynch mob coming from town to raze all they find. I could see them through the windows down there. I had resigned myself to my fate when out of nothing came a glaringly bright green flash of light, and quiet descended. Now I am seated here, not daring to make the slightest sound, for time and time again I hear footsteps, boards creaking outside my door, slow and deliberate. It can only be the dead man, for the coffin is there, empty. Oh, my Katharina and Anne Maria, what have I done to you? Now the most severe punishment duly awaits me. I will distill my own blood and escape from this beast into my own memories. It does not work. It simply does not. Phial after phial have I distilled, but the fluid within each is, without exception, dull, grey, and cold to the touch. It was an illusion. It is not the fluid, but the wraith's ungodly energies that drew me in. And there is no treasure, only the hellhole from whence this wraith has come. Then I must give in. I am thirsty like I have never been. The thirst I will drink from a phial. I am greatly afeared. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Dark, please, dark. Okay, it's a haunting tome. You hold my tome. You have lived through my tale, as I like it to be told. Ebenezer's tale. Then so be it. You will go. You will go to Bridgeport, where you will steal, and soon we will have a treasure, enough gold to entice any man to sail his ship west and north. For I much desire to return to this squalid cave, yes, with one such as you, for I crave liberty and his eternal end, and yet I shall require a trial of my own of you. Escape with your life still burning, lest I need to find another, one more skillful. And should you wrest my key from me before I lay my restless eyes on you, then you will find in my coffin but one piece of countless of the treasure hoard, for it is real, vast beyond imagination. Okay, so we must now prepare for the evil Antichrist or whatever the hell. Sure. Come on. I'm ready for the likes of you, semi-truck. Bowl me over. Bowl me over like a bowling pin. But, try not to have me survive. The weird things one says when one thinks of God as a semi-truck. Anyway, you're not even burning. How could... Oh, wait. He's got that green thing that he can see me. That's scary. What? I acquired it again? Oh. Remarkable. Now escape. Salvation from these mortal flames awaits below. Down below this place. Okay, that's a hint, too. But first, see? I'm an excellent ghoster. Whoa-ho-ho. Coming on slower with the flow. Alright. Let's get out of here. Whoa. Wow, I don't remember that. Awesome. Well, I mean, I remember jumping, but not the chandelier ho. Well then, still didn't get 700. Hilarious. That is Mission Supreme. See you guys next time. Sorry, that was rude of me. I think I'll cut that out. See you guys next time. Bloop. Sorry. That was unbecoming of a gentleman. See you guys next time. See you guys next time, and may the Lord God say his name in an amusing manner to you all day and all night till you die.